Yo, what up? What up? New JTO, just talking online. I'm Jerry,
I'm Marcus.
and we're back again another week. I don't know what episode this is. 29, 30.
I think this is 29.
Breaching that 30 mark.
We're doing these early cheers for episode 30. This is an early celebration. You know you're going to see us. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not even there yet. It's all good. How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just enjoying this new summer weather. Or getting ready for it.
Oh, yeah. It's
What?
starting to heat up. It's been breezy, though. Nice and comfy.
Yeah. It's been... Weather's bipolar, man. I swear it is. Every time you get ready to say, oh, yeah, it's going to do this, it's going to do that, the news says it. The news, they make money for no reason.
Well, we're in Southern California. It's really... The range is lower 60s to upper 90s. Like, it's just... You want spring or summer weather today? That's the range we're really dealing with. So, I don't know. Is it gonna rain? No.
It is nice to be somewhere where it feels like spring most of the time, though.
All the time.
Yeah, that spring being out here makes me realize that my favorite season is spring. It's not, yeah.
Or fall. Spring or fall. Yeah.
That medium.
Fall's pretty fire.
Yeah.
I think probably most of my best memories in life are probably in the fall.
The fall is just a vibe. The summer is the most fun, but the fall is like a weird vibe.
It's that football vibe, changing the leaves, that smell in the air that comes with like I don't know.
It looks romantic outside. Everything's
It's colorful.
Yeah, it's a little more fancy than regular.
It feels fancy.
Yeah.
And then the weather change, you're going to better clothes. Because you're going from like the shorts and short sleeves, now you're buttoning it up. You know what I'm saying? Getting the pants nice, pressed.
Yeah.
Step out and hitting the blazer,
The jackets. Yeah, those jackets get serious.
If you're in the hats, you know what I'm saying? You throw that in there, like you're accessorizing.
For sure.
And that's right before winter where you're just hunkering down. If that's
I don't know if this is like I don't know if this is a regular thing, but like I feel like it's only in the fall where like the whole sky turns pink for sunsets. Like
I know that. Well, the whole sky turns pink.
Yeah, like the whole thing. It's just like all pink. Like maybe a little bit of orange.
I don't know. I feel like you can get a decent amount of that kind of all the time. Every day is a little different with painting up there.
That's also true.
I'm sure someone has, but like someone on the West Coast needs to do like a static picture and take a sunset picture like every day, but like the exact same one, and just it'd be a tight slideshow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it'd be really dope. I wish I would have done it when I was right there. Like I probably hadn't thought and was like, yeah, like every day, every day though.
The weird thing about social media is that like the readiness to take the picture is a weird phenomenon when you're not already into it. Like you kind of have to be in that you have to put yourself in that frame of mind or already be there.
Yeah, I do like when people buck against it though. Like I don't know if you saw the Dave Chappelle Mark Twain.
Yeah.
But
his speech.
It was the Aziz story. Aziz Ansari. Was it Aziz?
He did have a presentation.
It was Aziz. He might not have been Aziz, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was this white dude. It was. I don't even know who the guy was actually. I'm thinking about it. Because it was just a random. Because he was a bigger like white dude. It wouldn't make sense. It was a bigger white dude, and so like, cause his joke was people just think I'm security when I'm with him. But they're just out in town somewhere, and his kid spots Chappelle. He's like, "Oh my God, Dave Chappelle!" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna keep moving." He's like, "Yeah, I got some weed." And he's like, "All right, let's get the kid out." Because he's like, "I didn't have any weed." So they ended up going to the kid's apartment. and he's like banging on his roommate's door. Dude, wake up! We got Chappelle here. We got Chappelle. And he just won't wake up. And so they end up chilling, smoking, and he's banging on his bang. Come on, thanks. He's like, all right, we gotta keep moving. Get out into the night. And he's like, come on, please. Can we take a picture? No one's gonna believe me. And he's like, nah, we're trying to keep it on low tonight. And he's just, nah. They're walking away. And he's like, no one's got my leave.
That's super real.
But like the selfie there, I would have got that. So it would have been wild what I would have done to get that selfie there.
It's crazy because that makes me think about a clip I watched about this very subject, except from the celebrity side. Because it was like, yeah, you know, the dude was like, sometimes he was like, you don't want to give them the selfie just because they want it so bad. He was like, when you meet some of these people, you meet them like a friend. So he was like, you're talking to each other as like normal people. But he was like, when they do the selfie thing though, he was like, it can kind of just turn you off. Yeah, he was like, because the dude was like, he starts off slotting you as like a regular friend.
Yeah.
Like, we can call each other. I'd give you my number. He was like, but when you pull this shit, it's like,
It was funny, there was a dude on Joe Rogan like a couple days ago, and I'm going to find his name, but he was kind of talking about that to a point, because he was like, you know, he became an actor, and he never wanted to be that guy and get selfies, but he's like, I go in there, it's like, I want to use the selfie. I want a picture with these people. It's unbelievable. I'm like watching them forever. But then his dad will come with him, and he's all about the selfies. That's all he does. And his whole story is like pretty hilarious in general. But part of it was he was an actor, and then his dad, almost to spite him, became an actor because he was like, it's easy, you can do it, whatever. So he becomes an actor. But then actually, he's an actor. And they're both on Space Force, new show on Netflix, and the kid ended up with kids for a guy, but like the son ended up getting his dad a role on the show, and like, you know, he's coming there like super chill,
right on.
And Rogan's like, well, did he know who like these people were? He's like, yeah, no, he's fans of them. He just didn't care. Like, almost didn't respect what we're doing at all.
Complete opposite.
Yeah, he comes in here, his first scenes with like these Hollywood legends, and he's just like, you fell asleep. They were rehearsing. That's what it was. They were rehearsing like before the scene. He was literally asleep in his chair. Like, you're just like, is he okay? Yeah, and then he comes on and kills it. But yeah, he's all about the selfies, and so his son was like, you see he's jealous on the look. He's like, why are you so free to do this? I want to do it. So yeah, I guess the moral of the story is live your life like an old Asian man. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. You gotta live your life like some of these old people, because it's something about that age.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it just turns all of the fucks off.
0 fucks to give.
Yeah, because like, I've realized.
How long are you supposed to give a fuck?
Yeah, I feel like your fucks have to hit about like half by like 25.
Wait.
Yeah, like I feel like you give all fucks as a kid. Like I feel like like it's ridiculous amount of fucks.
Too many don't.
Unless you don't.
Some of them, I feel like you really make it too far to give a fuck as a kid.
Yeah, like
you just have some standards.
Yeah, and then there's like, you gotta be steerable.
Yeah, steerable.
Yeah, because like when you're just not steerable, it's like you're you're the Joker. And we all know the Joker from our childhood.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. You always making you like, I don't know, but I bet anything he's in jail. Yeah.
You could.
It's just he did give a fuck.
And it's crazy because we all have them, but the scary thing is, the more you knew about that person, the more you knew that they didn't give a fuck. That's what made that person different.
Some people can spin it though. Some people, we had a whole conversation about, we don't have to go back into the whole thing, but just the confidence versus, not versus confidence, but being more plentiful than confidence in the U.S. Confidence versus competence. Just to, I want to say that clearly. I didn't feel like it did.
It's easy to mix them up.
Or it's just easy to just sound like
tongue twist a little.
Yeah, like blah blah. Yeah, it's just I forgot what I was saying. Like it's just I just know it has to do
confidence.
Well, or why you brought that up. I just know it had to do with someone being too confident. Or yeah.
Oh, your childhood Joker.
Oh yeah, to not give a fuck, but like confidently, like you can turn that around if you get another chance.
And you can just not have things go wrong and then keep living and then like things start to turn around because you have to mature. But
I think you push wrong if you don't give a fuck too early though, because you have no even sense of what wrong is. So you're just like, if you don't give a fuck and you're like habitually stepping crossing lines, that ends in a shootout somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that's
and it also depends on how well you talk. That also is a factor.
That can get you even more caught up in shit.
It can get you more caught up, but it can get you out of it. Being able to talk is a superpower.
But you have to know what I'm saying. Like, but if you don't give a fuck, you're not even trying to get out of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, not giving a. Yeah. I'm talking about not giving a fuck.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm still putting human standards on it. My bad.
You're not a joker. He burned a pyramid of money and after he slid down it.
Yeah.
That's not gonna fuck.
Yeah, no.
So you don't give a fuck and you got a silver tongue? You're the devil. That's the worst people in history.
Yeah, that's how it all starts.
Yeah.
He was so charismatic.
You feed that shit out as a kid, that is the most dangerous kid. That's someone who needs to be watched, like, for real. Because, like, you gotta make sure he just stays kind of right on the. I don't know. I don't even know what you do with it. You just gotta watch that.
You gotta keep him in his lane.
Yeah, you gotta steer that shit. Yeah.
Send him some chaperones.
That's basically like a walking Titanic. All the confidence in the world that I can do whatever the fuck I want.
And no filter.
Yeah, but like, he's going straight towards the iceberg. If you can steer the Titanic away from the iceberg, you've done something. Because now that's a precedent.
You are a true leader.
But anything below that is jail. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or either jail or running to a country that doesn't expedite. It's extreme.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I like to hear the stories of people that don't give a fuck, like what made them start giving fucks.
Like Pablo Escobar didn't give a fuck.
Okay, I feel like he gave a fuck. He was just very calculating in
no,
his
you can
fucks.
be calculated, but you not give a fuck is, yo, you're under arrest. Nah, I'm not really down with that. Alright, well, we're going to put you under house arrest. And he's like, alright, that's cool. And then the next day he's like, you know what, I'm going outside. Yeah, but you live on like 12 acres and you're in a palace. Yeah, but I want to go out there though. Like, I want to go see the people. They need to see me. Because I don't give a fuck. What are they going to do? Like,
I'm a grown man.
I don't give a fuck is someone that's always, or what? That's always his answer.
That's what Tekashi 6ix9ine acted to be. That was his play role.
Well,
that was his play role. No. I feel like Tekashi, he gives a fuck, but he's good at playing the character that doesn't give a fuck.
Maybe he's out of jail.
Yeah, he's out of jail, but I mean,
he made a song saying, yeah, snitch. Yeah, do it again. Tekashi might not give a fuck. Like, he really, I I thought he was playing. I think he really doesn't give a fuck. Or at one point he was playing, and then he's all in. Like it has to be some villain origin story. I just can't come up with fast enough. But like he was like but then it all became very real.
I feel like Tekashi 6ix9ine is like the guy that he figures out that he had a recipe and that things went a little wrong, but he's like, you know what? I see that there was a problem, but I think that I can just double down harder.
But see, that's the thing though. Nothing went. I mean, things went wrong.
The snitching took a lot from his "I don't give a fuck, let my nuts hang" aura. That killed a lot of that. So for him to come back and double down on snitching.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I mean, I agree, but I don't think it did to him though. I think that's what matters. We're not talking about perception. We're talking about inside the head of Tekashi. I don't think he still doesn't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something loose there. Like, I thought this was a kid playing with all of us, but I think he's playing himself at this point. Like, he's like the Iron Man 3, the Mandarin, but the old guy, like the guy that was playing the Mandarin. He's like if that guy then believed he was the Mandarin because he was told he was the Mandarin enough time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what happened. Like, you got a guy, he was like, all right, I can play a clown. I can be crazy. Tats, do it. Racket. All of them. Everywhere. I can do this. And so he's like a guy that's undercover. Not saying he's like police or like actual undercover, but like if he was a person that just went into this world and then forgot which side's up, and now he is the Joker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like everything that went wrong, he's like Domino. He's so lucky because he should be in jail right now, but Corona happens. Corona's never happened before. Like this kind of thing could never happen again.
The funny thing to me is Corona ain't say really nobody else though.
Well, other people got out of jail.
How many?
Too many.
For real?
For real.
Okay. I thought this was like a
he wasn't
special
like
case.
the only one, but no, others did. That's a whole different thing.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's super wild. Not great people got out.
Yeah,
Just bad people.
Serial abusers like Rona. Thank you.
Yeah, Joe Rogan did like Instagram posts about it because it's like some offender or something. We don't have to go on all that because it was all.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, you know. If you don't, you can look it up. I don't know what happened to these people, but yeah. So like he was like, all right, you're about to be punished, and like you were just being punished, and then he's like, I'm out, and he's on a private plane like the next day. And we're just like, so there was no lesson learned. I don't know. Like there was a time where a lesson could have been learned. We were like a week away from a lesson being learned, and then the whole world shut down to not teach this person a lesson.
This makes me think about the episode of Rick and Morty with the Schrodinger's cat. At the end, when he's like thinking he's gonna die, he's oh please God, and this is 6ix9ine throughout the court process. Right when he gets to the house. Oh yeah, no.
Yes, I did it. That's a lie.
Yeah. Fuck all that stuff I said before.
Yeah, man. Because there could have been a moral here. There could have been, but
he had to keep falling.
And I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think.
Are they gonna round these people back up? We gotta go back to this. This is crazy.
I don't know enough to go back. I just know that happened. I don't know.
Yeah, like they need anklets or something.
I don't like a lot of unprecedented shit has happened over the last like couple months. Like I don't even know if it's still happening now, but they were giving away driver's licenses in Georgia without taking driving tests. Like all you had to do was like the written exam and driver's license. Boom. That happened because of Corona. Because there's like, yeah, you can't social distance and whatever, and give a car lesson or a car test. So, yeah, that's retarded to me. But like,
life is.
People were like, yeah, this makes sense, so they did it. So I don't,
People act really weird when fear comes into the equation.
Like, fears, yeah.
You see the strangest behavior.
That's why I don't really believe in moving off fear, because you don't really get it's never really well evaluated.
Yeah, you shouldn't move off of fear, but I think that you should I think that you shouldn't try to completely ignore your fears if you're having. You should. I don't think you should try to ignore any feeling you have. I think you should try to explore all of them. Maybe not. Yeah, I just felt like that needed to be said. Yeah, for sure.
Come away from it, or you got to get beyond it.
I agree.
To the next level, but yeah, don't ignore. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't ignore any feelings. You gotta feel your feels, but
for sure. But sometimes you gotta make sure you realize that you can feel that shit later. Every once in a while, you gotta just be mindful that you can feel that shit later. Whatever feeling you're feeling, sometimes you gotta suck it up for a little while and feel that later. Because sometimes the situation just needs you to have a clear head.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't even saying block it out.
Yeah, no. You
just gotta get past that moment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or, because there's a breath past initial shock of fear. Or you can stay in that loop. But you have to acknowledge it and jump out of it to try to fix it. You can't do it from within the fear bubble. I don't believe. Like, this is the only. I would put this outside of no. I was about to say I would put this out of super life and death situation, but not really, because you're still gonna make the mistake that could have kept you alive out of that fear.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say fear, having a healthy amount of it is good for adrenaline. If it's something physical, having that healthy amount of fear, having that healthy amount of jumps, has that adrenaline pumping. Now, that and your ability to work within your adrenaline is a whole different thing. Some people just get jumpy. Some people you get in the zone.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess you turn fear into this into an action sequence.
It's a tool.
Yeah, no.
It is.
Well, it is, but I don't think it's more so for that. Fear just keeps you alive. It's just your body telling you, yo, you could die. When you're in a high position and you're over a ledge and your body's stop. That's just your essence of keeping you alive.
For sure.
I don't think it has utility beyond that. The adrenaline spike is one thing, but that's not always good either, because that again affects your mindset. If you're in a fight or flight situation, sure, you need everything. But I'm saying most situations where this is most prominent, it's not that. This is you're sitting down for these situations, but you're shaking because you don't know what to do and you can't figure that out, but you could figure it out, but you're stuck in the loop of I can't figure it out. Yeah. So I want to take away from because fight or flight's a thing, but I feel it's a super small section of situations, really.
For sure. And I mean, fear is a tool that goes into, I believe, all situations, because even when the fear puts you in a loop, you being able to get out of that loop is like an exercise in your own consciousness.
Why would everything make you scared? Why would everything make you scared?
No, I'm just saying any situation that would make you scared. You shouldn't feel scared in most situations. But different people have different fears. Different fears manifest themselves in different ways. And just because you're scared of something, that doesn't mean that that's the end. if you're scared, you can use that as a tool and enhance yourself.
What does that mean?
Okay, so like for example, skateboarding. You get scared when you skate up to like the stair set.
Okay.
You get scared. Oh man, you might not even jump. Oh man, you keep coming up to it. You don't go off. But then you take that fear and you make it like excitement. You can change your feelings.
But see, that's not. I think you're trying to say you should use the fear, but I don't think that's using fear. I think that's going beyond it. Like I think that's because everyone. Well, not everyone, but like if you're courageous enough, you can step past it. But that's not using the fear. Like that's Batman shit. Like I don't think that's real. I think you can get people get past fear, but you don't grip it. Like because that you're not embracing.
You are though.
No, it's not.
Because that's the first step.
No, you're accepting the situation you're going into, but you're not embracing necessarily the consequences. Like you're going against those consequences of what could happen.
For the stair set, for example, like when I'm getting scared of that, I'm telling myself like, yeah, I'm scared, but it's gonna be dope as hell when I get off of it.
Okay.
Or I'm like, oh yeah, I'm scared, but
that's you.
Once I do this, I won't be scared again.
Yeah, that's you pushing past the consequences that fear is telling you are possible. Like that's what fear is a notification that devastating consequences are on the horizon, quick horizon, like a spider sense.
Yeah.
That's like a fear receptor. Like, but then to get past that obstacle or whatever, you have to get past that feeling. That's just a notification. Like, all right, I have to deal with this thing. But some people can't get past the notification screen.
I feel like
you gotta unlock the phone to, get back into the thing.
I guess within that idea, I think that getting past your fears improves you. Just in itself. It's like an exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even an argument.
Yeah, but I think that the way people think about fear as an idea stops them from being able to do that. Because
that's not the idea of fear. That's just fear. Fear is terrifying.
Well, no, because like people don't interact with fear as an idea. Like they just interact with it as like an essence and emotion. But it's mental. You have your own way of interpreting it. Like you make it what you want it to be, and it's not easy. But if you keep doing it when the time comes, it becomes regular.
Yeah, I think you acknowledge fear is like natural, right?
For sure.
Okay, because that's when I guess you're just going against. You're kind of going against your own nature.
But that's why I said it's like an exercise. Because, like, I was scared of the 3 stairs.
Oh, well, yeah.
You jump off the 3 stair, you jump off the 3 stair, okay, 4. 4. There were people that wouldn't jump off of 3. Now, that doesn't mean that they have to think of fear in a new way to jump off this 3 stairs.
No, but, like, you understand what, like, that progression though, right? It's not just breaking. It's not really.
You don't turn off the fear, but
no. But the reason it goes away.
Well, I guess your courage muscle gets strong enough.
No, it's not. It's not that philosophical. I don't think it's really a. All right. So the staircase. You have say you're trying to 3, 6, 9.
Okay.
All right. Just for the example. So you go to do the 3. And you're like, oh shit, I don't want to, bucking. And then you get over that and you do it. And it's successful, right? Or not. Even if it's not. So even you do it because it's usually not, right, the first time.
Yeah.
Just tricks in general. It's part of the failing, it's part of the succession.
Yeah.
So even if you do the staircase, do 3, and you fall, right? And it's not devastating, it's just you fall. And so now you've checked it. Now you have a real life example versus what you thought at the top of that staircase. So that's the first breakdown of you've now had a real test versus what you thought. So that's and now your body is adjusted as like, oh, that wasn't that bad. I know what I need to do. You feel it out. Or you break your leg and that you never do it again. Like, because on your first shot, because your body's like, it's exactly the fuck I told you was gonna happen, you son of a bitch, and that's gonna reinforce. But anything less than that, it's like, oh, that's okay. Then you can do it again. Now you're not scared because you brace you know what to expect. There's an expectation there, and I think that's what breaks that down. Like after you've broken down that wall, it's less resistance because you know what to expect already, and so that can keep adding up, and that's even what gives people the confidence to go for stuff they don't know how to do. Like I'm still into skateboarding stuff because I've mastered this, and this. This is a combination of these things or not. But at least I know the process of, like, I know what worst case scenario is for failing because I've gone through it and succeeded. That's the breakdown of fear. It's just because those fear receptions are going off because now my body knows, that's not, 3 steps isn't intimate danger. We thought it was danger. It's not danger anymore. It's coronavirus. Fear is corona. It's like, we thought, I thought that was going to kill me. I thought this was over. But now I made it down here, I feel it. I don't even feel that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it again. That's how I feel.
Shit.
So that's what that is, in my opinion.
No, I feel you. I mean, I like that idea. I think that it's a flexible thing. Like, I think if you think about it, if you take it with a pragmatic approach, you can make it what you want it to be. Like, I think that most people, they just get scared, and then whatever their brain takes them to, that's what they go to.
But I think,
but like you can short circuit that quick step. Like you can get past that if you just stop yourself fast enough.
Yeah, I guess like everyone can react to it differently, but I think all of it's the same thing.
No, I liked how you said it. Like I agree with that. Mm. I'm just saying that. Like in your own mind, like I agree with that as what it is, but I'm saying that in your mind,
how you react to it is what's the difference between people. Yeah, because you can even have like,
and even some people's thoughts of it won't work for other people.
Sure, no, because you gotta.
Everyone has their own way.
Because really, I think honestly, everyone. I think how you get to it, I think it's really all the same. I think we make things way too complicated. Because your path to getting there is going to be different. That's, I would say, your human experience. But I think the only way to get past fear is the trial by error. Like, you have to go through the thing to reinforce that you're okay going through the thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to come out the other side of it. And maybe someone can convince you of that. Like, if you can... That step can be skipped if like an outside force can reinforce that and you can take that for what it's worth. Like if like jumping out of a plane, you like on the face of it, you're just like, no, that's not gonna work. But then if you see someone jump out of a plane and then talk to you about it, then you're just like, I can jump out of a plane. And then even once you're up there and like you're looking down, you're just like, your body's like, nope. Nope, we're not built to do this at all. Evolution has not brought us all the way here to jump out of a goddamn plane, ride it down, like we fucking talked about, and you can go past that. Maybe you can go past that quicker because it's already been reinforced. Because like I talked to the guy, I saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so, but you have to get past. But like
I guess what I'm saying is you can reinforce and convince yourself. Like you can, and that's just with how you interact with your own fears. How you, if you're, like we said on one of the previous episodes, if you're conscious of your own thoughts when these things are happening, if you can do those things, you can change what happens, and you can reinforce yourself however you want. I think, and I think you can. I even think. Certain feelings, you can change them to other feelings. Like you can, I think that for men, for example, we change hurt into anger. I think that's just one of the moves we go to. We love it. We get hurt. We're like, nah, I'm not hurt. I'm mad. It doesn't matter. We judge it for whatever it is. But I think it's one of our go-to moves. Other people, they might take hurt and they might take anger and translate it into hurt because they're bitch made and they're too passive.
I don't think those are different. I don't know if those are separate emotions.
Well, I think most emotions are.
I don't know if hurt's a real emotion.
Sadness, vulnerability,
or yeah, okay.
But I think that a lot of feelings are not so much. It's not that they're the same or different, but I think they're similar. A lot of them are similar. They come from similar things.
Yeah, but I don't think they're exclusive either.
What do you mean?
Like, you can be hurt and angry because I'm angry because you hurt me. Like, it's directly the same thing. Yeah.
But then I think that a lot of guys act out in anger to avoid the fact that they're hurt. And I guess that's what
that's not avoiding the fact that you're hurt. You're only doing it because you're hurt. It's not you're not going.
It's a reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a reaction that comes from not wanting to be vulnerable.
That's fair.
That's what I believe it is.
That's fine. I just don't. You're saying these things like they're just separate. They're all super linked.
Yeah.
I'm just going with your term because you just said change it. You started off saying going from people can change emotions into one from the other, and you went from hurt to angry. Now I think it's a change.
Fear to excitement.
Fear to excitement.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Give me an example that's not like a roller coaster.
The exact same example, skateboarding. You're really scared and you convince yourself, no, it's not fear, this is exciting. This is dope as fuck. Let's do it.
That's interesting.
But that's what I'm saying. It only works if you can stop yourself in that moment. Like, for example, when we went to that skate park, I wasn't able to do that. I was just scared. So when I finally went down, it wasn't like all in. It was like, versus even.
But you weren't scared by the end of it, were you?
No. But that's an example of me not being able to stop and think and convince myself in that moment before you even get there.
That's what I'm saying. You can convince yourself to go through with a thing, but that doesn't make you. Yeah.
Or I guess you can muddle emotions. Is a better way of saying it.
I think they're always muddled.
No, they're always muddled, but you can intentionally muddle them in directions. Like you do have control. You have choices. Because like you might be scared, and I mean I don't change it just from fear to complete excitement. This is the greatest feeling ever. But now the fear has excitement laced. I'm excited, but I'm also scared, but I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, all right. Yes, I agree with that. They could be coupled. That's not one to the other though. Like they're really both happening at the same time because your fear is
I'm literally like adjusting verbiage as I say it. I don't say these things out loud. I just think them.
That's fair. It matters. So,
no. Like, wording's everything.
It's the sizing of life.
Yeah, it takes practice though.
Yeah. But yeah, because I agree. Like I think a lot of things happen simultaneously and they act off each other. It's just too simple to say that you're just changing one to the other because that fear and excitement. I was trying to figure it out, like, what is that? Because it's like, is it change? But it's really coexistence. Because because the reason I asked for the non-roller coaster, but skateboarding, same thing. Because that ramp up, like that butterfly in your stomach feeling, that is both of those things. You're very excited to get on the other side, but you're a little afraid just because he's just the natural force at work. Your body's just telling you we're not supposed to go this fast. Why are we this high? Is this a game to you?
You don't take our life serious.
Why am I so worried about this? You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Why every time I do this, you do this?
Yeah. But the whole time you're having that feeling, you're like, ah! You know what I'm saying? So that's like literally both at the same time until you get over it, and then it's just excitement. The fear is gone because you're about to, oh, we're cool. Enjoy.
Yeah.
We can definitely move on.
Yeah, no, we were going hard on that.
I don't know why that was the whole thing, but
it's real out shit, man. That excitement really goes even into the police shit we've been going through recently. To be honest, because these police are excitable. That's what it really is. They're not.
I'm like, I'm here for this transition. Jesus Christ.
They are like they're way too excitable, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I was scared." Like, haven't you been in like 30 of these situations?
I love how excitable is the right word and the worst word. Excited? Okay.
Yeah, they get that energy pumping for no reason. Like, I saw him move his hand to the right. Like,
yeah, it's a lot of bullshit. But yeah, luckily we're getting changes being made, but like gotta keep this pressure on. I did see an interesting little debate about like the NBA opening back up.
Okay.
We didn't talk about this before. This just came to mind actually.
No, I feel it. I'm all for it.
And it was the argument versus whether the NBA should open back up because of all the protests and movements. I think we can agree a large part of this is all very possible because of the lack of distractions. There's no sports going on. There's no really new shows being made. Even to double down on it, your social media is turned into justice timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like for good, but it's not. There's entertainment is dry in a lot of areas. So everyone's paying full attention to everything that's happening, more or less. Or at the very least, you have time to participate in the things. Like, you don't have time for protesting when everything's up to normal. It's like, even if you really want to, it's like, I would love to be at the protest, but I got work, I have school, I have to go to dinner, I got to take care of the kids, people got obligations, it's life. So you're not mad at it, it's just reality. But now that all that's been pushed aside, everyone's at home, and in most places, or a lot of places that aren't opened up, the only reason you can go outside in big groups is to protest. It's the only time that's even allowed right now in a lot of places. So, bringing it back to the NBA, it's, the commissioners told players, like, if you feel like you want to sit out, you're fine, you can. You're not breaking any contractual things to do that. And some of the players have had the argument, like, no, we should shut it down, keep it shut down, keep attention on this. And it kind of goes to a point Chappelle made in his 846 special about, I forgot the person who died's name, but he was talking about there's a big conflict going on, or 10 Black Lives Matters people died like in a protest, and seemed like it was about to go up then, but on the opposite coast, Kobe was having his last game at the Staples Center, and as much as you care and worry about what's happening here, you want to know if Kobe's going to get the 60 off for his last performance. Legendary show's happening. And he did. So that took any headlines from anywhere else in the world. I don't know what else was happening that night. That's all that mattered.
And this goes to show the power of entertainment.
Oh, that's always been true though.
Oh, for sure. But I feel like we would have a bunch of people that were reading newspapers or reading the news much more actively, and they'd be probably even more. Honestly, I think they'd be more politically active in general because they just have a lot more free time because they're not entertained.
100%.
I feel like coronavirus just puts everything on full display.
Yeah, but I mean, these are like everything that we're seeing is just not new.
Or not coronavirus, but
no, you're right.
Coronavirus and racism.
Well, even I think, I would say I agree with the original statement because because racism's always been there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's been steady. Like, even to what I just said, the only reason we didn't do it was because the only reason that didn't go up that night is because COVID. So, that's always been true. That goes back to letting them eat cake in the Coliseums and, having the chariot races and, I don't know. It's just a reoccurrence in history. Like, slave fights, whatever. You can go.
We're really good at entertaining motherfuckers past some crazy shit.
Yeah, and that's, we don't have to dive into this, but that's why America's superpower it is, besides the nukes. We can make motherfuckers laugh in any language. You know what I'm saying?
That's the scariest combination of things to have.
We're so good at entertainment, people learn English just to laugh at our shit. Or by laughing at our shit.
Yeah, but when you think about it, like, that's basically what we kind of are. We're a dude walking around with the gift of gab, making everyone laugh, but we have an assault rifle.
No, we have all.
Yeah.
Everyone has assault rifles. We have, we make the assault rifles.
Yeah, like we have just weaponry.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I guess Roosevelt said it pretty well himself. We're walking around with a big stick, and you can get whacked, but we're gonna make it. Everyone's gonna laugh.
The quote is, I think, speak softly, carry a big stick.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. We got a big stick and whacking people in the fucking face.
You can get whacked and we're all going to laugh when you do. It's just, it's a series of events.
Yeah, but we like talking shit. But we're entertaining as fuck. And that's how powerful entertaining is. That's why we have the influence that we have, is really through our entertainment export. So, but that goes all the way back to, and even on the NBA is an American export to the world. It's a world sport. So, it's an interesting argument to me because the other side of the argument is that these are all black players. There's a couple Europeans in there, but most part these are all some black millionaires. So it's like, well, how about we can make this money and then put it back into these neighborhoods. So I think it comes down to, at this time, I'll pose the question. So let's lay all that. That's the situation. In your opinion, what do you think is more valuable today? Attention or money?
From the NBA?
No, well, just don't add anything. Just in the climate now, in an effort towards making police changes or bettering the black community, and
money.
As of today, you think money is more valuable than attention?
Yeah, I do. If you have to pick one, but I would want to pick from different things, because.
Huh?
I said if you need to pick one, I pick money over attention. If that's the question.
You think the NBA players' money would be more valuable than
they're playing?
No, it's not. That's not the.
Or
than them not playing, because it's shut it down because we need the attention to be all in on this.
Okay.
Or have the distraction in hopes, and it's not a guarantee that it's just saying that is it. Like just give this money to these black millionaires, and they can possibly
they'll distribute it themselves. Honestly, yeah, I agree with the attention on that because I don't know if I trust them to hand it to who needs it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I shouldn't have to trust them to do that. But in terms of like from the government, I would choose money.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
But that's not, and even that's alright. Yeah, don't do that because it doesn't work that way. Because from government, I don't want attention or money. I want laws to be made. So it's not. Yeah. Okay. It's just not equivalent.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. So leave the attention on the issue. You're not. Nothing makes me think that you're going to give it to the right people unless you're just going to announce it, and that's some kind of event that all players are going to participate in.
They did say, I did forget, when the NBA, so they open up, if they open up, they did say they give like $500 million to Black Lives Matter, just off top, just to, because this is a thing, and for every other reason.
Yeah.
But so that is $500 million plus possible charitable contributions versus the world stage.
The world stage.
Yeah, I phrased like
because that I mean even before that the money almost. Well, before the $500 million off top, it was a thing of the money's going to people that I don't trust them to put the money in the hands of the right people. And I mean, they can do the $500 million off top, but it like almost reeks of like getting paid to let your point get shut down. Because I feel like once they start putting the NBA up again, they're going to do great numbers. People aren't going to be thinking about that. They're going to be thinking about, man, Curry's still hitting them threes just the same.
Possible.
It's just going to kind of kill it.
Because they do have, because I don't disagree, but because I agree, I guess. I agree that the attention is more valuable than the money, but if I were devil's advocate, it's not hard. Because you can say, like, all right, the attention will be on the games then, right? Or that'd be a large amount of attention. They can kneel during the national anthem, or even the press conference. Now you're talking to them like every day, and there's only people talking on television now.
See, but all of that's like very discretionary. Like they can't even talk about China the way they want to. Like,
that's different. It's way different. This doesn't mess with the bag. It's way different.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's just an example of how discretionary they can be. Like, this world stage attention, it's not discretionary. It's here now. Like, or what was the saying? Like, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. We already have the world stage attention. Why do we need to? It's not the devil. It's just that it's different. It's not the same.
Black millionaires than any other organization.
Oh, for sure. I'm not. Maybe. Yeah, I shouldn't use devil. Yeah, I should pick a different saying.
Like some of our black superheroes have come from this organization.
For sure.
We push our culture worldwide. I'm just arguing over here because I can see it, both. I get it, but like I don't. I'm gonna say I agree. And I
also have to say that I'm only sticking one side more exclusively because of that Dick Cheney shit. Like, or I mean, just Republican shit that I've learned about. Like, that's one of their moves. Like, yeah, we gonna do the trickle down money. Yeah, you put the money into their hands, make it all good. They're gonna make sure everyone gets some.
Oh yeah, trickle down economics. Yeah, that's why. I was thinking that while you're giving that's why I had to go back and say the $500 million because that is that by definition that historically doesn't work.
Yeah.
So Yeah, but there was a $500 million straight up. But
Yes.
I get the argument, and I do even understand if they were to do it, and they might even be doing it. I think it's up to discretion.
Yeah.
But I think it's more the NBA's opening. It's going to give $500 million to Black Lives Matter or whoever, and then but the players have the option to sit in protest, and there's no extra like capital penalties and shit so a better part of the argument was should LeBron sit?
Oh, okay. I mean, if we're already there, but
Because if LeBron sits and everyone's, that's like it not happening. Like, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, so it's it's a little interesting there. Because like if LeBron doesn't sit, then I don't even know if they can do it. But if it's already in, I don't know how that would work. Maybe it's not even an option.
It kind of needs more. It kind of needs more info because
what do you mean? Or what?
Yeah, because I feel like for them to even propose this, shouldn't they have already had LeBron's approval?
No, he's a player.
Because he's LeBron.
I agree. It's not how you wouldn't. That's a bad precedent to state. If I'm in power, if I'm a commissioner, well, not really. The owners own. Commissioner works for the owners to keep the league going, and represents for the players as well. He works for the owners. Owners want to make money. You got stadiums that are collecting dust, and we're just losing money. You got to get some money. Yes, all this has nothing to do with, we're not talking players over this. Maybe more now than ever, but at the end of the day, they have that final say. But then he would also, but with all that said, he would have the right still to do whatever he wants. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he were part of that conversation, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Can see it either way.
Yeah, I can really see it either way. Because you want to consider the players a little bit, but then also, I'm paying your bills, so I'm your boss. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of, we gotta keep this shit going.
I kind of do run the whole show. I kind of own the stadium you play in. I kind of pay everything.
And it's not like a strike, there's that. It's just like union versus union.
Yeah. Y'all not even mad at us. You love us. You want us to come back.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting. And the NBA kind of, well, the NFL's probably doing what it wants, but I don't know. It's just an interesting time. I want the NBA that tight, especially since it started with the playoffs. We need the attention right now. We can really make a real change, and that would, even if it comes back and real star players sit and then vocalize why, then that can keep it going even.
Yeah. The attention is more important, and within that, with this silence, you get to see who's just giving us lip service and who actually wants to help us. And when you put the entertainment on, it's easy for them to fade into the background or fade into the group of businesses and kind of just take no action.
Yeah. But, alright. So, since we land there, what else we got going? You watch anything tight over the last week?
I've been watching some economic stuff. They explain the economics of different countries. And it's been interesting. I've been watching that. I've been looking at some crash courses. But it's... Huh?
And what?
History? Yeah, well, U.S. history, though. Just because I don't even know enough about our own country, man.
That's real. I can't say I'm not in that boat. So I took AP U.S. history. So very
feels weird.
Yeah, not all enough.
Yeah, and I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting how people's history makes their economics. That's a weird link. Like things happen.
Can you have an example?
It's one of the Slavic countries. I'm probably going to misremember the name, but I don't want to say Norway.
You kind of were leading up to like a Slavenistan or something. It's like I can't. There's like Norway. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, go for it.
But they were having economic problems, or no, it was Germany. I'm tripping.
Okay.
So it was Germany. They were having their economic problems. This is like before World War I, and they made their own version of capitalism. And in their version, it kind of had a little bit of like some socialist tendencies. And it kind of worked all right, but they kept getting like tragedies, just kept hitting them. Then they got into World War I, they lost, they had to pay the reparations. That took them down a notch again. World War II happens, they're coming up, bam, fall back down. In terms of economics, Hitler didn't change too much. He just upped the ingenuity and upped the death rate. But, after that, they're doing bad again, and we helped them rebuild. So this time they're on like some fresh footing, and so they hit the ground running. And so all of that creates a culture of efficiency and ingenuity that creates their BMWs, that gives them that reputation around the world for things that are so well built, and gives their companies the ability to stand out and not get dominated by the big chains like we do. So they have a company that makes like shoe soles, and they're not really that big, but they have no real competition. Everyone in the world makes shoe soles using their machines.
Using this company's machines?
Yeah.
Wait, so
they should be huge. They should be huge. I don't know why they're not. They're considered like a middle-range company. This is according to the video.
Okay.
I don't know how that works. Sounds a little crazy.
Everyone uses their shit.
Yeah, but they don't really have competition. They're saying China, Japan, the U.S.,
So
they're using it.
I'm missing that.
Well, they do controls for like competition, so maybe out there they have some competition.
Controls for competition?
Yeah, so you can't get a monopoly in Germany. It's not going to work.
You just said they had a monopoly.
Well,
what do you mean by controls on competition?
They have controls on like competition, so you have to have a certain amount of competition or a certain amount of the process that's not you. And I don't know how that works for this specific company. That just kind of comes up in the same video, but somehow they work that out.
So you can't be too vertically integrated?
I'd say that because they directly compare for Amazon.
Right, like you can't, like if you're Amazon, you can only store it, you can't deliver it to, or something like that.
That's the way I understand it.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's how they broke up Microsoft back in the late '80s.
Yeah. Wait, didn't they like break up like AT&T too?
Yeah, AT&T broke into the Baby Bells. That's why you have all these home companies, like Bell South, whatever.
Okay.
And one with Bell in its name, it used to be AT&T. And Microsoft, they broke them up where his Windows Office Suite used to come bundled on there, but they said you have to separate it, or they had to, you had to sell them separately or something else, something like that. They had to be bundled.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how Apple did get hit with that. I gotta look back into that maybe. Well, I think the laws changed. I think Microsoft just got hit in the wrong time.
Word.
But all these antitrust laws have gotten way more lenient.
Over time you get looser on.
Well, it's just everything changed. Like Netflix is a big part of this. Because I remember standing in the airport seeing this. I called my dad. I was like, "Yeah, you see this murder is happening right now? They're about to let this." I remember. I wish I could remember who it was exactly. Maybe it was like Warner and. Maybe like Comcast or something. It was like two of the big cable companies. But this is after like a couple of movie studios like merged, like TV. But it's because like companies like the tech companies come up and they start doing all of these different things
at once.
That used to be three different companies, like Netflix, like their distribution, their studios, something else. Studio, they distribute it. Oh, then they like buy up other shit. But like they have that's like three different.
And they play it. Or I guess that's distribution.
Yeah. But yeah, so they have all of those. That's all in house. That used to be like you had a cable company and they buy content from a studio or whatever. Now we're just do it all here.
Yeah.
So now these other companies had to combine just to kind of keep up with the workflow because it became unprofitable the other way. Like if they're investing money into this thing and getting return off of it, we're leasing these things. And we're getting ad revenue back from it, but those margins are better over here, like for sure. And they haven't even put ads on it. If Netflix ever puts ads on it, they're Amazon. So much ad money there, but I'm not even pushing for that to happen.
Yeah.
But they've left themselves with that's like Facebook did that with Facebook didn't have ads forever.
YouTube.
Yeah. So like it's always it's the internet. It's part of the internet strategy.
Yeah, and I mean, it's weird because we're getting into a time where the tech companies get bigger and bigger, like Samsung and LG. They partially run South Korea. Like they
partially run it.
Yeah, like no. Well, it's between them and like
You make the whole country money.
Yeah, like it's between them two and like there might be one more, but they run it. Like there's no competition with them. They're making your everything. Like
yeah, I mean that makes sense though, because like that's like if
and the government funds them the same kind of way that China does, except they don't put their officials inside.
Yeah, but like for South Korea, I mean, for one, I guess it just makes sense in every way because it's small, right? So just have a very small population of people.
Oh, they have a big population
compared to like other countries, like
yeah, they're Asian.
Let me not. No, I'm reading. You said it with your chest. What's the population of South Korea?
All right.
South Korea has a huge population.
51.6 million.
That's like LA.
That's like United Kingdom.
You said what'd you say?
51.6 million.
51.6 million.
The United Kingdom has 66.2 million.
Okay. What's the population in California?
Oh, it's probably more. But California's. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's a good question. No, 39.5 million.
Okay.
And California is bigger than Korea. All of Korea.
For sure. What was Korea number? 50?
50 million.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not... it's mid-size. It's whatever. It's not... Okay, it's not tiny, but it's not like...
It's not China. Or it's not U.S.
In
size.
Yeah, I'm kind of more interested in more country populations now. So that was United Kingdom. What's
Spain? Let's try.
Nah, it's gonna be low.
Yeah, 46 million.
What's Mexico?
Okay.
That's gonna be
126 million.
That's massive.
Yeah.
That's probably even with most of it being pretty empty.
Yeah, I think that European countries are smaller in general, and that
Definitely.
yeah, like I think they're more comparable to the European countries than ours on the full West. Yeah.
Okay, so one more. This one. This is all.
I don't mind. This is interesting to me.
Wow.
Canada,
That's Mexico.
37 million.
Yeah, that's all. That's most of it's ice.
Huh?
Most of that's ice.
Yeah.
You just can't live there. You did UK. Another. It's gonna be tiny. It's Russia.
Okay, Russia. 144 million.
Damn.
Okay, something's weird
What?
because like 144 million, like I get that, but like is Japan in the billions?
No. How? Japan?
I thought so.
How?
126 million.
Huh?
They're really crowded. Like,
Yeah, it's tiny. Like
okay, China's in the billions though, right?
China's like 8 billion.
A billion? Okay.
China and India sit at like a billion
Cool.
each.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Japan's like size of like it's a little bigger than Rhode Island, or that's probably
It's the size of California.
Japan.
Yeah. California is the same size. I won't say the same, but they're comparable. In my Japanese class, that was like trivia. Yeah, trivia that came up.
That's interesting. I would thought it was one on that. Okay.
Apparently.
What was it? You said it was only 20?
120 million. Yeah.
120 in Japan.
Oh yeah. Japan has a big population. I just thought it
No,
was.
I knew it was up, but big is crazy.
I thought it was rocking with them though.
That's literally. We have we'd be on PlayStation 10. You know how far we'd be if we had more Japanese? They just won't fuck. And then there's no room to fuck.
We keep forgetting they're not fucking.
No. And there's no room on that island for more people. Yeah. Godzilla's yeah.
That's Fukushima.
Everything's really against the Japanese. Honestly, you gotta respect the Japanese. We can get off of this. This is weird now. But shout out to the Japanese.
We love you guys. We sound strange.
Yeah, fuck more.
It's laced with love.
We need you.
Finland is only 5 million.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Those Slavic countries are super low.
Yeah, it's
5.
cold and expensive.
Yeah.
And they're not really welcoming people either. It's not really a bring us your core. It's like, you can stay for a week. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tight visas. Slavic countries.
What you gonna be doing here?
Yeah, for real. So, I don't even remember why we started talking about populations, but
I was saying South Korea.
Oh yeah.
The population.
Oh yeah. So Samsung. Yeah. So
yeah, they
a mile. That's bigger. But then they bring in so much revenue, I think, to the country. Like,
they do. Well, they built them to do that. The country were incentivizing those innovations, and they're like, yo, like
you did that. Though.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, like that's an ambitious plan, but like. Yeah, that's an ambitious plan just to become a #1 exporter to anybody. They export to everybody. And they play on the world stage with everybody. So, like, it's a real achievement. I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect countries with plans.
It's crazy to me because
freestyle.
Well, it's that we have this change in leadership, and it seems like we stay on a pendulum. We keep going between Republican and Democrat, and like they all hate each other's plans so much that they like break each other down.
We have to break the wheel.
Everyone wants to break the wheel. They all break something. You just don't know what they're going out to break. Trump went out thinking he was breaking the wheel. He went out and broke us. Like,
he was never. Well, yeah, I'm not.
He was talking about we always getting bad deals with China and Mexico cheating us. They don't send their best people. Da, 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 da. Here we go. A few years later, you just fucking shit up. Yeah. Left and right.
Yeah.
He makes us look bad. Like, I've had to feel like I be defending my country. He's just talking to regular people, like, but Trump. Oh, that's how you feel, huh?
I don't know what you defend, but I don't like him either.
No, you can't. There's nothing to defend on that front, but like, people take Trump to be like it's the culture of the whole country. Like, no, wait a minute.
We all do that shit though. That's not, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's why we gotta go to another subject. Like, it's so sad. It's weird, man. Because that's why like people, Corona shit happens, Chinese virus. Chinese Americans start getting beat up for no reason, bullied, because people are retarded, and especially in the same vein of your boy Trump, China, talking his grand shit. So like that, people don't. So we do the same thing. Is my only point on that. People are stupid and can't separate the people from the government, even though we don't. Even though we know we don't have influence on our own government, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, we're so dumb.
There was this, I think we were talking about this before, World War III memes, though. Mm-hmm. But one of them, it was like a letter from a black man to Iran. Mm-hmm. And it was just, it was saying, like, Iran, that's not us. It's from the black community. It's like, that's not us doing all that stupid shit. That's those white people. Like, you can go bomb them. We're still cool.
I had a thought, but I don't know if I can say it. There's no value in it. Nah.
Save the world.
Nah. Well, we don't even have to. I'm literally gonna say this. And we're just gonna end.
Alright, we're at that time.
Yeah, we are. Because we don't have to give an opinion on it. I don't want to give an opinion on it. I make that more clear. I don't want to give an opinion on this. We don't have to do it. But I had thought I'm going to throw out the question, just kind of lob the grenade and just shut the blinds. What do you think would happen if there was a terrorist attack at Mar-a-Lago? Trump's golf course. And that's it for this week's edition of Just Talking Online.
Yeah. Next time you may get to hear an answer. Or maybe not.
Nope. Think about it.
Peace.